Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. In today's episode, I honestly don't know yet what I'm gonna be doing. It's not like we have nothing to do, we have plenty to do. Maybe let's first of all reactivate the somnium synthesizer. In order to do so, all I need to do is enable the signal switch here, and then as of this point we're gonna be utilizing this again. And we should be having way more than enough juice in terms of oxygen. And let me see, yeah, that was just the leftovers here, the polluted oxygen. This shouldn't happen anymore, it was just leftovers, and now we are using that again, getting the full extent of the buff. And also journals, in terms of journals, we have plenty. Oh my gosh, we have so many. Let me see, 1208. Absolutely amazing. So once we get down to like 200 journals or so, I'm gonna be replacing the two dreamers, Dreamer 5 and Dreamer 6, that we are still missing. Also, it looks like we're now lacking a little bit of plastic. We should be taking care of that. We have plenty of water here. Yeah, that should be usable. So if I just bring this all the way up, and why didn't I do that yet? Oh, Lyra, you don't have the digging skill. Okay, let's just go ahead and put this above. So now this will be finished, and then it will be going directly into the oil well. The oil well is then going to produce some oil, some natural gas, etc. And it should still be okay here with the temperatures. It's just going to cool down with the environment and then drop down here to my pump. This is going to take 240 watts pretty much all the time, and it also needs to be at a decently high priority. I'm just going to set it to priority 9 because at some point we actually need to empty it, we need to release the pressure, and that is exactly when a duplicant needs to come in. Good, then once we got this done, the oil is being pumped out and then automatically picked up by the liquid pump here. So let's see that happen. Why aren't you... Oh, no power cable. Well, that is an issue. It looks like by now I managed to replace most of the cabling here with the bigger version. Let me go ahead and fix the rest here. And then we should also be good when it comes to power. All we need to do is get this some power, and then we should be getting some oil on the regular. In the meantime, we have this Draco here with a glossy Draclet egg chance of almost 40%. So I'm guessing with the next egg we have a decent chance, and it's already at 90%. If not, then probably the next one after that is definitely gonna be a glossy one. Anyway, I figured since we need to get into the Cobalt Volcano contraption one more time, I'm gonna give myself the chance to... Look at that, it got actually compressed. Ah, this is amazing. I love reloading the game. I should be doing that more often. But yeah, you can see we still have a little bit of oxygen left. We need to get one more time back into the contraption. And I figured if I approach it from this side, then the oxygen will be pushed out towards the bottom since the hydrogen wants to remain at the top. Let's try that. Hopefully that is gonna work. Let's see. Some hydrogen is also being pushed out. Maybe, maybe not. No. That could actually work. Look at that. It's holding. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely amazing. It worked so well. Okay, now we have to replace these. But first we have... Wait. Maybe we can just go ahead and pick up the materials from here. So what if Jean and Ren move over there? Oh, actually the auto sweeper took care of it. And... done. Oh my gosh, we did it. No! Okay, let's try this one more time. Ren, take that apart. And you move out, okay? Move out. It's just a kilogram. Come on, get out. No, it's getting worse. Why do you have to do this to me? Oh, okay, now it moved all the way over. Now, just stay here. Are you serious? How is this even possible? Unbelievable. I've never been struggling so much with the behavior of gases. Oh, please. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna take away this guy here in the right moment. And now, that's exactly what I want to see. Add this guy and add this guy here as well. Now we're gonna be losing a little bit of hydrogen, but it's not gonna be worth mentioning, except that Quinn, the slowest dupe, had to build the block. Okay, what are we left with 8.5 kilograms? I guess we could introduce a little bit more. Of course, not from this pipe. Jeez, no. But let's just assume 8 kilograms is enough for the time being. And then all I gotta do is bring this over here, for instance, in order to dump the cooled down cobalt on the floor. Et voila. Finally done. Wonderful. Let's set this up here. Refined materials. Where are you? We want to pick up some cobalt, and this should then just go make the round here. Currently, we are at 94 degrees with the cobalt, and it immediately goes down to the temperature we have currently inside the room, right? About 70 degrees. And then as soon as it went here, there should be the last phase of cooling, which we now have to activate with the cooling loop. So all we have to do is connect this pipe here, and then the cooling loop is gonna start to fill up. And I'm gonna make sure that I first fill up the liquid reservoir here, so I'm just canceling the output. But now hopefully the steam turbines are gonna go down in temperature because we're running through the water. And oh my gosh, wait, I totally forgot to finish the room. We are probably ready. Yeah, let's maybe close this off for now. Now, I think I might have forgotten to set this correctly. So what do we want? We want a temperature of, let's say, a nice cozy 20 degrees. So we are gonna go with that. 20 degrees is what we want. And now, let me see. Ooh, are we running into issues here? Why are these guys bypassing? It could be that I didn't make the bypass here large enough. However, that means before we build these guys, wait. We might want to move the bridge up. Not convenient either. So maybe even better, we move the bridge over one block to the left side. This is going to give us one more travel distance for the packets that bypass. Okay, now that we have one extra travel step here on the bypass, we're also not getting that weird effect with the combination of the... I don't know why it is exactly happening, but it has something to do with the packets trying to fill up an entire packet here in the intersection. So you usually desire the same amount of travel, which is why I don't really understand it. If we go from this spot 1, 2, and then we get teleported over here, so that would be 3 and probably 4. And then going through the thing, I believe it's 1, 2, and 3. So I don't get it. But right now it seems to be working. We'll have to see what it exactly does when it attempts to bypass. That means when my outputs here are negative, which they should become, well, very soonish. And then I'm gonna just fill up this liquid reservoir once entirely. Once that is done, we can re-enable the connection here and then probably cut off the input. Now, of course, I've been a little dumb and just kept on enabling the auto sweeper, which now overheated. And of course, because we're not leading the water through, it will keep on overheating. Let me just get a few packets out of there into the loop to bring some freshness in there. And then we're gonna cut this off again. But theoretically, this should cool everything down quite dramatically here. Yeah. And since I have aluminium pipes, oh my gosh, this is even... Wow. Okay. Yeah, of course, water is evaporating at 100 degrees. So we had a little bit of extra heat in here. But now that we are below the 100 degrees, we should be fine. Yeah, this is now cooling down. And then what I should have done is lead the water through here, of course. And also, wait. Why didn't I do that? What a noob mistake. Yeah, let me go ahead and actually deactivate the auto sweeper briefly. And then we're gonna make our way in here once again. We already know that we probably don't lose anything. We're gonna fix what I've broken and also add these pipes. Oh my gosh. Okay, looks like the liquid reservoir is full. We're gonna make the switch right away. Well, that means just connecting the output, and then that should be good. Also, now we shouldn't get any overheat damage anymore. Well, maybe. Yeah, looks like we are starting to sufficiently cool this down. This needs to go all the way down to 20 degrees, and then it needs to go down below here. I think I'm just gonna go straight down. That would make it easier. Everything inside the room has been fixed, so we're gonna add these guys, and... Ooh, I have no power here, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna allow this to drop in. We can pick it up from here. If I do just everything, that should be fine. Reactivate the auto sweeper again. Okay, and then get this done. Wonderful. Now the water is coming out at a cozy 60 degrees, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then we are still, or should still be, cooling this down. Great stuff. I'm actually extremely happy about this. Let's check the temperature again. 50 degrees already, so this should now be going down and down gradually. We still have the 8.8 kilograms of hydrogen in here. It might be a little bit better if we pump in the rest of the hydrogen. Right now, though, I pretty much used it all up, and then the rest is going through with the power here. So maybe this is going to be a little bit of an in-between episode where we actually don't do anything new, but we're going to make some progress on what we already have going on. The overall goal of the series is still to build a fancy hotel for approximately 50 duplicants in the end. And I'm not yet sure on which planetoid I want to do it. So very soon, I think we're gonna go ahead and explore the rest of space. And I figured the best way to do that is probably to switch to petroleum rockets. These are gonna allow us to travel like 10 or 20 tiles. with much larger rockets, and we will be able to explore the rest of space. So I figured in today's episode I would like to get my Pacu farm developed a little bit. You can see right now, oh wait, we should be sending another signal. Oh no, this guy is actually confined here. Let me see. All of these guys are tame from what I can see. So something went a little bit wrong and we actually trapped this Pacu here, which means we are now counting 3. So this doesn't even count to this room. It's literally trapped inside the door. I'm gonna very briefly send a signal so this fish can flop over and then set that back. Now let me see, are these guys now overcrowded? So 4 fish are too many. So what we should see is the number 2 here, and that means it will send a green signal as soon as we have 3 fish, and that actually makes a lot of sense. Now let's kill the last fish that I just allowed inside. Wait a second, now they are not overcrowded anymore, so we can even have 4 breeder fish with the size room that I have going on. I don't get it, why were they overcrowded just a second before? Okay, but now that the new number is 4, I need to put a 3, so as soon as I have 4 it will send the green signal and therefore open up the door. This door right here, considering everything, should be opened up permanently, and then we could even open up this one if we wanted to, but I'm gonna let this one be as it is. There was just another egg and it went over there. Now also the auto sweeper picked up the eggshells and they actually went probably here, and they're already being processed into lime. Yeah, looks like all of that is gonna be good, and then all the polluted dirt is also going here. How wonderful. Good. Now, with the rest of this episode, I would like to make some progress here with all the dormant volcanoes. This guy here, when is it going to be dormant? In 10 cycles. That's perfect. In these 10 cycles, we can finish the gold volcano here, which is dormant right now. And the first thing I like to do is get in here and actually do some mopping. Oh, too much liquid. Are you serious? In this case, I think what I'm gonna do is just place a gold metal tile here that is gonna pull down a little bit of the gold so that we can actually sweep it up. And I have to be a little bit careful with my food, like I need to send over a little bit to the second planetoid, and then my farms are going down the drains, which still are supposed to sustain me for a couple of cycles. So I'm gonna go with a bunch more temp shift plates, cooling this down slightly. We need 2,400 kilograms of ice, so I'm gonna get that with my auto sweeper. And now I have to fix the input of the somnium synthesizer. At the moment, most of the packets have the priority to go into the atmosuits, of course, and that means the lower pipe here is never really full. And it looks like the somnium synthesizer doesn't quite consume an entire packet. Let us actually check this out. Yeah, geez, this is not really the way. How much oxygen do we have left here? Not that dramatically much. Most of it is now carbon dioxide. So it looks like only the right pumps here are going all the time. These guys are pausing and these guys are pausing as well. That means I need to increase the flow. Like right here, it makes total sense that they cannot flow freely. And right here, it also goes into the docks. Maybe one thing we could try is first make it go into this direction, but then we cut the pipe here and make it go into this direction as well. No, wait, that is just gonna make the other pipe halt. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. We would actually have to continue and go down here if that works. Maybe to make the flow a little bit more clear, we're gonna do something like this. Let me actually put this all the way to the right side. Yeah, I like this better. I see, we have a mistake going on here as well. I would rather do something like this, probably, and then also define the direction right here. Now I'm gonna make this a little bit cleaner, but I just want to figure out how I can make these pipes flow freely. As for the third planetoid, I'm now ready to get the oil well running, and it looks like we will just do that at 1000 grams per second of water. So that's a tenth of a pipe. It's really not that much. We could probably enable a second one as well, and it's producing just how much? More than 3 kilograms of crude oil. Of course, it will be outputting a little bit of heat here, but as mentioned, this should be okay. And now we can start to pump up the oil again. Let's also set up a hydro sensor here. I don't want this to be activated all the time, but only, let's say, above 200 kilograms or so. So the pump is actually being more efficient. Hydro sensor above 200 kilograms. All right. We can get to the first planetoid again and do this gold volcano. Now, why is nobody building this? What is the issue? Nobody wants to build this. Interesting. I have a suspicion. Maybe the gold that we delivered already melted. I don't know. Let's go ahead and set up another tile. I'm gonna attempt it with cobalt this time around. Priority 9. Yeah, look at that. The command still exists. Ren is taking over the job, building it. Okay, well, that worked now. And we're cooling this down, heating this up. we should be totally fine. Now I'm gonna remove this lower tile. Ooh, actually, did that something for me? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I just need to catch it. That might actually have worked. If we manage to mop up these 2 tiles, then I could potentially just continue this by spam clicking it. Yeah, look at that. Wonderful. Perfect. Now this can be delivered right here to the gold bottle emptier, and we can get started on the build. Now for the gold volcano, I'm gonna go with the same design we have going on here. So we're gonna get another steam turbine to help us out. And then possibly for the other cobalt volcano and the aluminium volcano, we're gonna go with the second design right here. See how that works out. But yeah, now observing this, we can clearly see how it adds up. All the packets that are bypassing are nicely lining up with the other one. The question is just, why are we bypassing? Some of the packets are actually really different in temperature. We have 28 degrees, 39 here, 42 right there. Yeah, this is still in the cooling phase, with the initial liquid being 28 degrees. Now I wonder, what did I do to make this 250 degrees? Has it something to do with the abyssalite? I'm not so sure, but just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna encase this briefly. In the meantime, it's time to get working here on the volcano. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the steam turbine, right? And then another 2. So we made it 7 in width. Maybe get rid of all the stuff that we presumably don't need anymore and that we need to change. What? Oh my gosh. This is just unbelievable. This guy here. How? No! He was eating away my plants! You little bastard! Bless you for giving me a glossy Draclet egg. Oh, this is amazing. Glossy Draclet egg. I'm just gonna send this back. Right? We still have to choose. This is absolutely unbelievable. Glossy Draclet egg. I need to bring this right away. Hold the phone. Why do I not have any toilets? Where's my dupe? Oh no. Lyra, I'm so disappointed in you. Can you build this? And then can you dig up this so you can get out of there? Oh man. What a bummer, this girl. But she still made it to the toilet. Wonderful. Now, honestly, I hate working on 2 planetoids at the same time, but that's just what we gotta do. Glossy Draclet egg is on its merry way right there. So as soon as we get a little bit more oil, this should also be teleported over. It's gonna go to the second planetoid first, as we know. So let's just send the critter eggs over here. As a matter of fact, yeah, I already had this set up. Critter eggs, now all of them are gonna be sent over, and we'll have our first glossy Draclet in the joint. Good. All the gold has been shipped away. We can now deconstruct stuff. Get rid of that as well. This should be ceramic. And then I probably have to build the ladder on this side in order to be able to reach everything. Actually, not necessarily. We just have to build the rooms. That means the steam turbine on top. I'm gonna make the room, but probably mirror it. So the last cooling phase is on the left side. When it comes to the cooling loop, for now, I want to shut it off, maybe here. Where is it flowing? In this direction. And so I can also get rid of the pipage here. How much time do we even have? 25 cycles. Now it looks like the egg has been shot over. Let's check out this planetoid. Glossy Draclet. No, not yet, but it has to be somewhere in here. Crude oil. Or maybe it already has been brought over. Yeah, glossy Draclet egg. So we need to get that out of here. Oh no, how could I forget about this? This is so stupid. Let's maybe put it up here, because all of that stuff here is actually trapped, including some of the fossils. And there it is. Oh, finally, all of my materials are coming out, including the glossy Draclet egg that we're gonna pick up right away. That will then be shipped over to the first planetoid, and we're golden when it comes to future plastic. There it is. Okay, it is officially on the first planetoid. I love it. Now all I have to do is pick it up and move it over into the correct stable. And we're gonna give this a really high priority. Wonderful. Incubation 57%. You know, how much power do we have left? Are we still not struggling? We're halfway. No, we're not really struggling, though we're going through a little bit of the hydrogen. But still, I think we can take it. We're gonna build a incubator right here, and that should still theoretically be enough. Potential load, well, is 900, but we're never going to be using that. Also, it looks like the abyssalite really did actually heat this environment up. I don't get it. Sometimes the abyssalite does nothing, sometimes it does something. Maybe if you mine it up and you already have stuff laying around. Sometimes when the liquid touches, it gets converted to steam, and sometimes nothing happens. I hate abyssalite. In the meantime, we can also see there are many fry eggs. So yeah, I don't even need my farms anymore. As of this point, we're probably going to be golden. Well, it does take an initial 25 cycles for the first fish to actually start dying. Yeah, it's still going to take 14 cycles for the first fish to die. On the other side, whenever we get low, we could just go ahead and kill these off. I mean, eventually we want to kill them either way, because otherwise it's just gonna make the game incredibly slow. Also, now that we're feeding them seeds, maybe we should check how many seeds we have. Meal, wood, seed, right there. We have 448 units. Yeah, this is gonna be an issue if we don't keep on giving them seeds, other types of seeds. Circuit is overloaded. Oh, what is happening here? Yeah, of course, that needs to go. Anyway, let's continue here. I'm actually not gonna run you through the entire design because we already did it on this side, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and mirror it. And whoop, maybe we also finish it. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, already close this off towards the right side, and then maybe also close it off towards the left side, though we still want to be able to make it inside. The heavy watt conductive wire would be running in here, and therefore I have my auto sweeper there and the conveyor loader and everything. And naturally, we cannot be missing the drywall. All right, I kept on playing a little bit in order to wrap up the second gold volcano here, and as you can see, we got everything in place. The only thing that's missing is the cable connection. And of course the steam turbine, and of course the water. Jeez, wait, I'm not done at all. I totally forgot the liquid vent in order to introduce the water, which I did right there. So now I think what we should do is build down from here, go all the way down in order to eventually fill this up. Then on the very top, I made a little bit of room so that I can place a steam turbine, and this should still be in vacuum, so we can get in there once again in order to build that vent. Steam turbine, we have almost 3 tons of plastic by now, so this is absolutely perfect. And also thinking about it, I'm gonna save a little bit on my iron ore. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we only have 62 tons left, and I really need some more to keep producing the steel. But yeah, the steam turbine is gonna be hooked up, no problemo. And of course, this also needs an output. Now, I did this the other way around, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we can go ahead and reconnect this, but I should potentially do this on the other side now. This is so confusing, mirroring stuff, I hate it. So I rather rotate the steam turbine around so it faces this way, and then I can have this like so, and it will be mirrored. Wonderful. By the way, one thing we could do is exchange the ceramic here in the corners. Well, it doesn't really matter, but we save a little bit this way. Oh, that was so funny. This shaft wall actually made it into the ranch, and it got groomed this way, and then it made it out again. I just love these guys. But this one is not for today. No, sir. Also, by the way, right here, we have a cozy 18 degrees now inside of the volcano chamber. And I just love it, considering the fact it's an active volcano. Okay, looks like we're done here. So theoretically, I can open this up. We do not need to maintain the liquid lock anymore. What I need to do, however, is complete the cabling here. So we're gonna do that first, and yeah, let's just get rid of everything here. The outer shell can go. I also got my rails in place just like we had on the other side, and I guess this guy here needs to be set to refined metal gold. And then as soon as we got that cable in the joint, we're good, and it can become active again, well, in 20 cycles, so we're not gonna witness that today. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna continue in the next episode, also doing this cobalt volcano, which is gonna be dormant in 1.6 cycles, so that's gonna be perfect to take advantage of that. And also by now, as you can see, the Somnium synthesizer is always completely fed, and that looks about right. We're still not using the full capacity, but that has something to do with us not actually using up the entirety of the oxygen. Looking at the stations and the base, we are definitely golden. So now we should probably take care of the carbon dioxide very soon. So while I'm doing the next few volcanoes in the next episode, I'm also going to be taking care of that. But with that out of the way, let's wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.